All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Wahaba Kakadash. Double honors to apostles, a great millstone, and salutations to your elect, which we hope to be. As your brother Khawaja, got a quick lesson for you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites who been ashamed of looking like heathens. Spirit bear witness that they're a child of Heavenly Father. And the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the world only calls Jehovah, God of Yahweh. And the name of the Heavenly Son is Yahweh Shai, who the world only calls Jesus Christ, who is the Christ, so Yeshua. Quick lesson. Any other preachers come out, you already know it's the Holy Spirit. So Holy Spirit, whether you believe it or not. And I was watching the brother Mataz, and I don't know his page name by heart, but you had this female. I like how she kept bringing up the word bitch, you know, and here it is and stuff. You would think if she's saying bitch and whatnot, she was cracking at males, and the thing is that she was cracking at females. You know what I'm saying? You know, because she had the little, you know, you know, the thing, the pretty much the stuff she was over here explaining, because I guess it'd be females saying and stuff that can't no man and stuff teach you to be a wife and whatnot and stuff, right? And ultimately, I ain't gonna get really into it and stuff. I'll just speak on some things, you know, just a quick lesson. Not trying to make this too long, but a lot of a lot of a lot of really and stuff, the ones and stuff who's really in charge of teaching their daughters and stuff how to be wives. You know what I'm saying? First, it starts with the father. You know what I'm saying? Right? Because guess what? The father and mother, both parents, ultimately. You know what I'm saying? Right? Yeah, this gonna be. I can see this being a long one, but damn. But anyways, when it comes down to the fathers, they're the ones and stuff who the father and the mother and whatnot and stuff. The mother and stuff shows her obedience and whatnot as a female role model and whatnot, right? The daughter and stuff will take after the mother, and the mother and stuff will be the one who will teach the daughter and stuff how to be obedient, not just by telling the daughter and stuff, but also by showing the daughter obedience and stuff onto the husband. And when it comes down to the seriousness and stuff of the father and how the mother and stuff reacts, the daughter and stuff already has an inkling and stuff on how it's supposed to be and stuff when she gets her husband. And guess what? According to the curses sliding onto the heathens, you know what I'm saying? Most women and whatnot and stuff, they're not going to get themselves in order. They're not going to get themselves in order, you know? So, so pretty much, uh, so pretty much and stuff, that's really how it's supposed to be, you know? You're supposed to teach your daughters and stuff how to be wise at a young age. But instead, women are teaching their daughters and stuff how to be the man. And they're not the man, to live in a role that's not specified for them. And here it is and stuff. It caused a lot of women, and guess what? It's various ages. It's various ages. It's various ages and whatnot. This second uh uh this is Ezekiel 16 and 44. And it says like mother, like daughter, as you can see, and it's in the Good News translation. It says the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai said people will use this proverb about you, Jerusalem. And Jerusalem is a people before it's a place, all 12 tribes, right? It says, like mother, like daughter, you really are your mother's daughter. She detested her husband and her children. You are like your sisters who hated their husbands and their children. It says you are right, and the thing is that you see the hatred because instead of just race wars, there's something called gender wars. You know what I'm saying, right? And when it come down to the two different genders, male and female, guess what? Everybody's in fight for power, right? The earth has been turned out of place. Let me get that. There's a Psalms. I might do this all over again because I want to be in detail. It's Psalms 18. No, Psalms 82. Bear with me. It's Psalms 82 and 5. And it says the Most High Yahweh Shai presides in the heavenly council. It says in the assembly. Yeah, keep this things. All right, so like it. So it says it says in the assembly. It's like I read it at the top. It's Psalms 82 5. You know, it's like Psalms 82 and 5. It says how ignorant you are, how stupid you are, completely corrupt, and justice has disappeared from the world. Right. And the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. Joel 9:24. Right? So here it is. Wickedness and stuff, it's the vibration and stuff throughout the world. And that wickedness has been spread all upon all upon the earth. And as it says in Mark, uh, bear with me, 3:27, it says, uh, 27 or 25. This is Mark chapter 3. It's Mark chapter 3 and 23. It says, so Yahushua called them to him and spoke to them in parables. How can Satan drive out Satan? If a country divides itself into groups which fight each other, that country will fall apart. And for what I was, if this old saying, no, I forgot the person and stuff who said it. 115. Right. So pretty much and stuff is like this. Pretty much and stuff. The guy who said it, he made a quote. He said, "The way to find out and stuff, the strength of a kingdom and stuff is how the women behave, right?" And according to Deuteronomy, according to Deuteronomy 30:7, right? Deuteronomy 30:7 says, it says, "And the Lord Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee." So right now and stuff, guess what? The curses are not necessarily full throttle and stuff, but you can see the exchange. You know what I'm saying, right? And the first thing that you can see the exchange in and stuff are the women. Even when it come down to the women and stuff, you know, and I'm talking about various ages. You know what I'm saying, you know, because you know, adulthood and stuff comes with your biological marker. You know what I'm saying? Because children can't do what adults do biologically. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're referring to the reproductive organs. You know what I'm saying, right? But no matter and stuff what that age is, you can see and stuff how they act, you know? And when it comes down to Deuteronomy 28 chapter, where it talks about the father leaving or not being in a household, we can see how much of as a curse that it is. This is Deuteronomy 28, right? Because that's going on to the heathens, but also goes to those and stuff who persecute, because it's referring to our enemies. The heathens are natural enemies and stuff for the nation of Israel. Why? Because every heathen nation had the nation of Israel and stuff in captivity. All you got to do is go to Judges, the 5th chapter. Stinks. All you got to do is go to Judges, the 5th chapter, right? Uh, Judges, this Deuteronomy or throughout the book of Judges, you know what I'm saying? You know, the different captivities and stuff that we went through. And guess what? Every heathen nation brought us through, ruled over us and stuff in rigor. Y'all saying, right? So this is Deuteronomy 28 and Deuteronomy 28 and 50, uh, 54. It says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you have a lot of single mother households. You know what I'm saying? And it's coming about and stuff with the other nations stuff are feeling that too. You know what I'm saying, right? But what comes, right? So I'll be watching the gold digger videos and stuff, right? And based off, these women be saying, these women niggards, which is Niggard. You know what I'm saying? And what that means is stingy. It don't mean nigga, or nigger with the hard R. It's not that. Niggard with a D at the end. Niggard and stuff with a D at the end. It's uh 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 Niggard with the D at the end and stuff means stingy, right? And the scriptures do talk about and stuff. It's like, ain't nothing wrong and stuff with saving money and stuff, because money is a defense. But at the same time, it's like, just don't be trying to build, you know what I'm saying, and you just stacking, you know what I'm saying, but then also trying to deal with somebody else's stuff. I think it says and stuff that you don't, that it's miserable, to earn, to have your living and stuff by another. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't really nothing you can really do and stuff when it comes down to that, right? But there's when it come down to and stuff, when it come down to gold digger videos, pretty much stuff what happens is that you have these women, uh 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 you had these women uh you had these women uh they be sitting up here talking about, they want the traditional way, the man to provide and stuff, while they stay the new school way. They ain't trying to be traditional at all. They want to be traditional in certain parts. But when it come down to the man, you know what I'm saying, they want the man and stuff to be traditional stuff on every part, on everything and whatnot and stuff, while they fluctuate, right? And the thing is that these women and stuff don't even want to go 50-50 and stuff on a check. You know what I'm saying, right? But anyways, you go out on some food and whatnot and stuff. But then they'll be tripping and stuff if you put them on blast about what it is that you bought for them. But now, it's like, hey, remember this stuff? I'm just like, when you was in such and such, who helped you out? Remember when this, that, and third? When you do that, it's like, see, that's why I don't be leaning upon guys and stuff, to give me money and whatnot, because this is what they do and whatnot. And it's like, but all you all look for is for a man and stuff to provide for you. Uh, 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 it's to provide for you. You know what I'm saying, right? And really, you know what that shows? The spirit and stuff that it shows. Uh, 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 the spirit and stuff that it shows is uh, pretty much the spirit and stuff that it shows and stuff is that, guess what? It shows the spirit of where, you got them old times and stuff where you'll have the father and whatnot and stuff, right? Things. You'll have the father, Salaki. Weird ass smell, man. You'll have the father and whatnot and stuff. Usually you see it in Caucasian families, right? And pretty much what will happen is that, the daughter will come to the father, what I'm saying, talking about how she want to go to the mall, and all she want to do and stuff is get that man's card and stuff and spend up however much. And I remember I saw this little short film, right, where the father was giving, his daughter and stuff, this money. She kept taking, getting this card and buying up shit, right? I guess it was about a thing about responsibility, who's to say, but buying some shit, you know, buying clothing and whatnot and stuff, right? And pretty much what happened is that, she looked into the fridge and whatnot and stuff, and she was like, where all the food at? You know what I'm saying? Where all the food? Where's why we loan this? Why we loan that? You know what I'm saying? And it's like when it came down to groceries and stuff, she was like, well, can you give me your card and stuff so I can go to the store? And it's like, shoot, it's like, yeah, you can't. You know what I'm saying? So this man and stuff is looking through his papers and whatnot and stuff to see what type of money he got. Uh, 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 what type of money and stuff that he got. And the thing, like people and stuff who file for their own taxes. You know what I'm saying? Or they do their own taxes. So here it is and stuff. He's, going through it and whatnot and stuff. And she over here is like, well, just give me your card and whatnot and stuff, and I'll go get me something to eat. It's like, you ain't gonna be able to get nothing off that. Spoiled brat. You see what a lack of consideration can actually do. You know what I'm saying? It would destroy a family, right? And when it come down to the gold digger videos and stuff, they come off with that same energy, where it's like, they come off with that same energy. They come off with that same energy. And the thing is that it's like, well, you supposed to provide, and then you got individual stuff to address. It's like, but don't you make your own money? And it's like, yeah, I do and stuff. And it's like, so here it is. A lot of them be sitting up here being on some, I want to be a stay-at-home wife and whatnot and stuff, but then don't want to share the money and stuff that they made, want to keep that to themselves. That's stingy. That's being a nigger, right? Especially in stuff if you went within a unit. Especially in stuff if you making a unit and stuff between yourselves, between the man and the female. You know what I'm saying, right? And what most of these women want is the male to replace the father that they never had. But then at the same time, there's also women and stuff who did have fathers in their households, but the mother didn't respect the father and stuff. So therefore, they learn from the mother and stuff. It's like, since this is another female, this is how I'm supposed to act and stuff towards men. And right now, lately, men, they've been dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, not right now. But before, in the years before, like maybe a decade or two ago, right? Or even more than that, even before me, before I was born. The thing is that you had the thing is that you had guys and stuff who thought that was okay and stuff because they put that in the in entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And here it is, people and stuff copied it, right? Here it is and stuff, people and stuff copied it, right? And and it destroyed the families, right? So so here it is and stuff, when it comes down to a female, the fathers and stuff, they don't teach their children. The fathers and stuff don't teach their children and whatnot and stuff to teach their daughters and stuff how to be obedient and stuff if they do come across a boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Or come across and stuff, a man that could be husband material and whatnot and stuff. Because like the scripture says, it says, give your daughters and stuff onto a wise man, right? But a lot of fathers today, they have the understanding and stuff that guess what? That's according to this world. Everybody, just like how you got newspeak, just like how you got newspeak, you know what I'm saying, coming with brand new definitions and stuff, you know what I'm saying, different from the original definition of when the word came out and how it changed and stuff. That's the point of etymology. You know what I'm saying? You get the origin of the definition of the word, right? And the thing is that when it come down to when it come down to these I'm putting it in this sense, right? New speak. Well, guess what? It's a new way of life. You know what I'm saying? Right? You know how they were sitting up here trying to say that the 50 is the new 40, the 40 is the new 30 and stuff, just to make people young again. But guess what? Not only and stuff were they doing that and stuff to cause older individuals to consume upon things that they normally wouldn't do, just so they can do more buying and whatnot, right? It also went into the fact that and stuff where their minds would be that way. And here it is and stuff. You got teenage girls in the bodies of 50-year-old women. 50, 40, 60, 70-year-old women. You know? They acting like fucking teenagers and shit. You know? Dressed like them too. And guess what? That's not even modest apparel. The old school back then, they would be wearing them big ass dresses and stuff when they come down to church with the big ass hats. And if they just had a little extra and stuff, no matter how loose the fit was, that's just what it was. Other than that stuff, shit was still covered. Nowadays and stuff, it ain't like that no more. And I don't want to sound like a queer. I don't want to sound like a queer. I think that's how they use it. Or sound like a square. You know what I'm saying? Because you like what you like, but when it come down to it, it's like uh, when it come down to it, uh, when it come down to it and stuff, you know, most of the attire and stuff that women dress, or when they body and stuff is really showing they figure and whatnot and stuff, really they supposed to be wearing that at home, because the times we coming in and whatnot, you don't want to be dressed that way. Races are coming. All right, Salaki. So this is I forgot where I was gonna go, but pretty much, that's what it is when it come down to these women. They're not being taught the right way, and all this fasty, I'm gonna snap back at you and whatnot. Oh, the water yabashim yasha. So this is wait, Salaki. So this back in Mark chapter 3. This back in Mark chapter 3, verse 24. If a country divides itself into groups which fights each other, that country will fall apart. If a family divides itself into groups, it says which fight each other, that family will fall apart, right? And a lot of individuals and stuff, guess what? They falling. They falling dearly, swiftly. Right, a lot of these families and stuff are falling apart and whatnot and stuff. Why? Because they allow entertainment and stuff to rearrange what a family is. Now it's all about clout. Now it's all about how I need to be looked upon. You know what I'm saying? And I think they showed that in it's that movie called Circle, with old girl and stuff, all grown up, slim thickness. You know what I'm saying? From who is it? Harry Potter. You know what I'm saying? The one that they kept calling the mutt, I think. You know, the one that got with the redhead and stuff later down the line. Miley, I think, what's her name? Right? Here it is for views and whatnot and stuff. She destroyed her entire fucking family and her friend. Friend trying to get away from a drone and stuff, and everybody and stuff looking at it as a game. That nigga drove off the bridge and whatnot and stuff, and he died. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's what's going on when it comes down to these families, right? So this is that's what's going on when it comes down to these families. That's what's going on when it comes down to these families and whatnot and stuff, right? That's why it's a lack of respect. So yo, figure, but that's why it's such a lack of respect and stuff when it comes down to these women, right? So this is right. So now, what was I was gonna get? This is Jeremiah, because remember I was saying that it's a gender war, right? This is Jeremiah, uh, uh, it's Jeremiah 31 and 22, and it's in the Good News translation. It says, "How long will you hesitate, faithless people?" Right, referring to the Israelites, right? It says, I have created something new and different as a woman protecting a man, right? And pretty much and stuff having more power and stuff, right? And the thing is that that's how society messed up these women. Because here it is and stuff, it put them in the position of thinking that guess what? They could be in the position of a man, you know? When the whole time it's like, oh, because even till this day and whatnot and stuff, right? You know, you might have some children and stuff where the father wasn't there, and they'll sit up here and say it's like uh, uh they'll sit up here and saying stuff that you know that you know, if they the single mother and whatnot and had to be there and stuff for the children, you know what I'm saying, which a lot of those things and stuff happen and stuff where the woman is running the man out the house and stuff because he's being replaced by the government and their abilities and whatnot stuff, right? So pretty much stuff what happens is that you have uh, uh, pretty much the stuff what happens is that you have um, pretty much what happens and stuff is that you have ready pretty much and stuff what happens, like I know I'm saying it several different times and stuff and I'm looking around at the same time. um uh 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 Man, I forgot what I was going to say. Okay, Duwadi Yabashion Shah. So pretty much and stuff what will happen is that you'll have the female, or you had a, you know, you had the female and stuff. It's like I'm the daddy and the mama. You know what I'm saying? But you more the mama and whatnot and stuff. Why? Because your biological signature. And what is your biological signature? That guess what? You can only teach. You probably have some tough ass brothers, or your father's probably was strict and whatnot. But more than likely, you're gonna teach your children based off emotion. You know what I'm saying? You know, you might have some little logic and stuff. You know, that's really old school. You really don't see it like that. You really don't see it like that. Fuck up. You really don't see it like that nowadays and stuff. You know, that's rare to see. You know, a mother and stuff who still keeps her husband's values or roles or his way of teaching and whatnot. You know, you really don't see that as much. You know, anymore, right? Because everything is being guided and stuff by entertainment and stuff. You know, right? Even when it come down to Planned Parenthood and stuff, based off the name, you would really think and stuff that it will be a counsel and stuff for parents and stuff who's trying to raise children and stuff and don't really know how. When whole time and stuff it's just a hitman office and stuff, just in case they ain't ready and stuff to be parents. You know. But anyways, right? So pretty much and stuff when it come down to it, uh, uh, that's why a lot of the guys and stuff, no matter if they hard body, they tough, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they probably still got a sense of protecting their, you know, their females and their family and stuff. Don't get me wrong, ain't nothing wrong with that. But the thing is that what they tend to do and stuff is that they be emotional. You know what I'm saying? You know, they be quick to do and stuff and ask questions later. And that's also why it's a curse for the father to not be in the household. You see? That's also another reason and stuff why the father and stuff is why it's a curse for the father not being in the household and whatnot and stuff. Why? Because men who are underneath their mothers and stuff learn how to be more emotional and whatnot and stuff, and with you being a man in society and stuff, period. Not just an Israelite man, but a man, period. You know what I'm saying? Guess what's gonna happen and stuff. You know, life is cruel, and it's more cruel and stuff onto the man. And nowadays and stuff, women are starting to feel that yoke too. You know what I'm saying, right? You know, and a lot of individuals and stuff. And it's all really for the love of money, though. You know what I'm saying? These individuals and stuff getting it in with these celebrities and whatnot, and then later down the line trying to tell on them because they just want some money. They just want some money, but Salakia though. But I'm gonna make this point right quick. So when it come down to I'm gonna get into King James V, the KJV. This is Jeremiah 31 and 31 and 22. And it says, how long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord have created a new thing, the earth, in the earth, a woman shall compass a man. And what is that compassing? You know what I'm saying? Right? Pretty much the stuff is the power, like we read in the Good News translation. And pretty much the stuff based off those gender wars and stuff, according to society, women have been placed on the pedestal or had more or acquired and stuff more power than the man. You know what I'm saying, right? So here it is within society and whatnot. Women have been having this power and stuff for such a long time, right? They've been having power and stuff for such a long time and stuff. But now with Donald J. Trump, you know what I'm saying, and also with the truth coming out and stuff, right? Men are finding out and stuff that guess what? They're the prize. They're the value. Society taught that women were the prize. Don't get me wrong. Women have their value too. You know what I'm saying? But a man is more valuable and whatnot. Why? Because he can bring back a nation. You know what I'm saying? And also order correctly and whatnot. Because imagine you had a female. That's why they wanted Kamala Harris so bad and stuff. But if Kamala Harris was able to do things according to her way, right, then guess what? It would have been more power and stuff when it come down to the females. And what the females, the Lord gave them a chance and stuff to rule. It's called feminism. And when it come down to the feminism, they was able to do things and stuff just like the men, right? But then what ended up happening when they was utilizing power and stuff as the man and whatnot, as things trickled down, guess what? They saw and stuff how uneasy it was and stuff to be a man, how cruel it is and stuff to be a man or born a man, you know? And really everything and stuff happened and stuff because of the jealousy of a man. You know what I'm saying? Because they do crave that power, especially not just biblically, not just religiously and whatnot and stuff, but according to society stuff as well. It's really just penis envy, you know what I'm saying, and status envy and whatnot and stuff, because a man can deal with multiple women, you know what I'm saying, but women can't deal with multiple men. You know what I'm saying? Because then they get entitled and stuff a whole. And women don't like that, even though they call themselves that anyways. You know, when they at the party and whatnot and stuff. Even before they get too tipsy and stuff, they call themselves hoes, right? But pretty much and stuff, it's like this though. It's like this. You know, it's destroying these women. And right now and stuff, you got women on these different podcasts and stuff, right, with a belligerent behavior. And nowadays stuff, guys don't want to deal with them no more. Usually, and guess what? They'll use their beauty and stuff and their sex appeal and whatnot. And guys are thinking twice and stuff, and not just diving in and stuff from that song Pleasure P. Dive in. They're not trying to dive in and stuff because guess what? They might not be able to come back up. Because now a lot of women and stuff, they becoming destroyers. You know what I'm saying? And that was the whole point and stuff of recognizing the family stuff to come against each other, going back to that Mark 3 and 25. You know what I'm saying? Right? And that's underneath the curses. But guess what? Now the other nations and stuff are going through it too. So guess what? Even though they might seem better and stuff to deal with, you know what I'm saying? You still got to be aware of stuff. Why? Because now the very curses that was placed upon the Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites who outward appearances that of a heathen is being now placed and stuff upon the actual heathens. And guess what? Now they feeling stuff, those curses. You see? Right? Right? And with that being the case and stuff, a lot of these women and stuff, guess what? They're trying to fight to maintain their power. You know what I'm saying? Right? They're not trying to fight to maintain peace. They're not trying to fight and stuff. The only time they're ready and stuff to maintain peace and stuff is when they losing. And guess what? They're losing. You know what I'm saying? And they're losing bad. A lot of these women and stuff, guess what? They ready to put a nigga to death. If a man don't want to marry them and whatnot, knowing that all they want to do is take half his stuff that he worked hard for. you know. But then at the same time, if you explain that or apply that and stuff onto the female and whatnot, she want to call the man a bitch or a coward and whatnot, or bring him down and stuff, because it's like that shit is unfair. And it's like, so it's not unfair when you do it and stuff, but it's unfair when he do it to you. So guys are staying away. Guys are staying away. Even with the MGTOW and stuff, a lot of that be going into adultery and shit, right? But when it come down to it, a lot of guys and stuff are knowing they value and stuff, and it's like, you know what, I'm gonna take my time and stuff to know this woman, you know what I'm saying, before sliding up in her, popping, you know, shoot some kids and stuff, you know what I'm saying, in that deep throat down below and stuff, and not up top, you know what I'm saying, you know, and fuck around and stuff, and bring forth offspring and whatnot, where they no longer just swimming around in your balls. They actually developing and stuff in her stomach, and she a whole bitch, you know, right? And the whole time it's a double-edged sword and stuff, because here it is, all it does is put you in a position and stuff where uh, uh, you're gonna think twice. Oh, so you live up here too, huh? You're gonna sit up here and think twice about what it is and stuff that you're doing. You're gonna think twice and stuff about, you know, you see a female and stuff with a big butt and whatnot, but you got that song, that girl is poison, poison. Don't trust a big butt and a smile, because they know, so they can get whatever they want to, do whatever they want to. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Those times are changing. So now women and stuff got to reevaluate. Women got to reevaluate how they are and stuff. And guess what? They don't like the feminine way and stuff unless it means being protected. You know. You know, so they getting you know what I'm saying? So pretty much and stuff, the balls are hidden, the balls are being hidden, they face like before. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got that from Scary Movie 4. But when it come down to it and stuff, it's like when it come down to it and stuff, a lot of these individuals, what do I come off? Pretty much and stuff, a lot of these individuals, you know what I'm saying? You know, although a lot of these women and stuff, guess what? They destroying themselves. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're destroying themselves and stuff. Why? Because they created a false reality and stuff instead of accepting stuff what reality truly is. You know what I'm saying? You know, and guess what? We're coming into times that money is not going to keep you safe. We're coming into times that the wisdom that man had poured out to you and stuff, wisdom with man, or even women and stuff, guess what? That's not going to keep you safe. You know what I'm saying? They don't even get you close and stuff with you, how about you outside and stuff if you believe in them. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? Right? So this is so this is this is Second Ezra 16 and 33 in the Apocrypha, and I wish it had a good news translation on this. It's probably doing stuff if I go to a website, but I'm on Android mode right now, so I can't do that. So this Second Ezra 16 and 33, it says, the virgin shall mourn. Now, a virgin is a young woman. You know what I'm saying? You could be considered a young woman, you know what I'm saying, or a woman and stuff that just never had sex, right? It says, the virgin shall mourn having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn having no helpers. And part of this happening is the fact that women's behavior and stuff has gotten such to a critical level and stuff, that guess what? They're not even attractive and whatnot. I'm down here. They're not even attractive. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know that you hear this, so you might have you a decent female and whatnot and stuff. You know, she probably ain't fine as hell and whatnot and stuff, but she you know what I'm saying? And she and here it is and stuff. She treating you good and stuff, and she started looking even better before, but better than she did before and stuff when you first met her. You know what I'm saying? And no offense and stuff, we'll get our beauty in the kingdom. You got ugly ass niggas and you got ugly ass bitches. You know what I'm saying? You know, don't let that be do not let that blow your self esteem. But when it comes down to it, it's like this. You got and plus that's in Isaiah the 3rd chapter and stuff. You can check it out for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, you got the female, she look good. You know what I'm saying? She got her makeup on, putting her face on and stuff that took like 20, 30 minutes and stuff in the bathroom. And hey, here it is. Here it is and stuff, you know, she look all good and stuff on the outside and stuff, but her attitude is ugly as shit and stuff. And guess what? She don't look as pretty as she do, even though she putting on her face. All right, so this is Second Ezra's. This second Ezra 16 and 33 again, it says, the virgins shall mourn having no bridegrooms, the women shall mourn having no husbands, their daughters shall mourn having no helpers. And because of their atrocious, monstrous behavior, you know what I'm saying, men are not attracted anymore. Men don't want to be used, just like how a female be like, you just want me for my body. Well, guys, it's like, well, you just want me for my money. And the thing is that a woman will strip a man of all his assets. And how I know, because of the movie, and even though I ain't really know shit, but the movie and stuff, Mrs. Doubtfire, you know, he was getting separated from his kids because of the court. Uh, 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 she even slimmed down his visitation, you know what I'm saying, with his own biological children. And then, and then she went to the court and stuff to take more money and stuff. And it's like, how I'm gonna survive and whatnot and stuff. And she was like, you handle that. She didn't give a damn. While she was moving on to the next one. And this is what a lot of women and stuff tend to, a lot of women and stuff, you know, you don't have that where the children enjoy their fathers, you know? You don't have that and stuff when it, you know, you don't really, well, really, they don't really get the chance and stuff to enjoy their fathers because their fathers being pushed out of the household. But that's what's going, I mean, you know, but pretty much in that movie, Mrs. Doubtfire, that shit made me angry. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, damn, you ain't gonna let him see his kids, but yeah, you want to take his assets, you know? But guess what? Child support and stuff doesn't have a gender role on it. You know what I'm saying? You know, both genders and stuff can file. And the reason why I know that is because you had a female who told me and stuff that she was placed on child support by the baby daddy and said that he was a bitch for it. Said that he was a bitch for it and stuff. Right? That's just, right. So this right, so pretty much and stuff, you know, when it come down to a lot of these uh when it come down to uh when it come down to you know, this behavior and whatnot and stuff, all it's really doing is that it's causing a lot of what it's doing and stuff is that it's causing a lot of it's causing men and stuff to not want to help women. Women got so diabolical and stuff that guess what, guys are offering them. You know what I'm saying? They don't like that behavior and whatnot. Why? Because the Lord is forcing the order, his order and stuff within the earth. You know? So this verse 34, it says, in the war shall the bridegrooms be destroyed and their husbands shall perish of famine. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? It's not just gonna be war. It's not just gonna be war and stuff outside. Shit going back. It's not just gonna be war. It's not just gonna be war like you being sent across seas and stuff. It's gonna be war inland. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because the economy's finna crash on purpose to bring in a brand new world order. And when it comes down to bringing in that brand new world order, pretty much and stuff is the a lot of people and stuff are gonna go crazy and stuff like they did when they was bringing these lockdowns. But guess what? These lockdowns gonna be longer, especially if it's militants and stuff on the street. And guess what? Niggas are everywhere, so it's gonna be unfairity and stuff. Even when you think and stuff, you getting peace and safety. It's gonna be utter destruction, right? And then it's gonna be famine and stuff. You know, not the Lord is not gonna keep everybody alive in famine. Only His elects. You see? And that doesn't mean you're gonna be eating 5-course meals. It's just that you're gonna have something in your belly and stuff, so you won't decide to eat roadkill or unlawful meats and whatnot and stuff, or another person or yourself. You see? So I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Harakakadash, double honors to apostles, a great millstone, and salutations to your elect, which we hope to be. Shalom, well, Baba Paul, Kwam Yasharallah.